Hi Sharon. ඔගොල්ලෝ හැමෝම Let's Learn Commerce with Minoshi Ranakara කියන අපේ YouTube channel එකට අදරින් පිළිගන්නවා. මේ වෙනකොටත් ඔයගොල්ලෝ subscribe කරලා නැත්නම් අපේ channel එක subscribe කරන්න කියලා request කරනවා. Right. අද මම කතා කරන්න හදන්නේ supply factors ගැන. හරි. එතකොට අපි බලමු මොනවද මේ supply factors කියන්නේ කියලා. supply factors කියලා අපි අතරම කියන්නේ අපේ supply එක increase වෙන්න හරි decrease වෙන්න හරි බලපාන factors මොනවාද කියලා. අර demand factors ගැන අපි කතා කරා වගේම අපි මේ supply factors උත් අපිට categorize කරන්න පුළුවන් categories දෙකකට. එතකොට එක category එකක් අපි කියනවා price එක. price factor. Okay? And the second one it's non-price factor. Right. Then first we'll start with the price factor. Okay? Right, what is this price factor? Right, you already know it. Okay, that means we are talking about our product price. When our product price is increasing, we know that because of the low supply, we learn it, right? Our quantity supply also increasing because there's a positive relationship, right? එතකොට අපි මේ price factor එක supply price factor change එක අර demand එකේ වගේම අපි පෙන්නන්නේ movement along the curve. Right, now you already know what is this movement along the curve, right? That means if we draw it like this is price and this is quantity supply and this way this is our supply curve, right? Here also now how we are going to represent this price change, right? Okay, we'll see that our product is shoes. Okay, then gonna be shoes tamai supply karanne, right? So now if our price is here, we'll say now this is our price. Okay, under this price we are supplying this quantity. Okay, so now that means we are here, like on this curve. Now our point is here. Now what happened? Our price increased. Now market price has increased like this. Now this is our new supply quantity. So that means what happened? When the price increased from P to P1, our quantity supply also increased by Q to Q1. Now what happened? In the same supply curve, this point moved like this. Okay? Right. In the same way, if our price is decreased, now if our price is decreased like this from P to P2, now this is our new quantity supply. Then quantity supply Q ඉඳලා Q2 වලට මේ විදිහට reduce වුණා. දැන් බලන්න still we are on the curve. මේ curve එකේම අපි දැන් පල්ලෙහාට එනවා. So what is that? Price factor change එකක් we are going to show it always by a movement along the curve. So it can be like a movement we are going up or down, depends on the quantities changing, right? So what we have to keep in our mind, like if it is a price factor change එකක් අපි හැමතිස්සෙම මේ curve එකේ shift එකක් නෙවෙයි, curve එක උඩ point එක තමයි shift වෙන්නේ. point එක move වෙන එක විතරයි වෙන්නේ. Right. Then the next thing, non-price factors. As demand here for supply also, it's not always our product price is changing. Right? We are talking about the other factors also. So if it is not the price, we are telling it's non-price factors. What are these non-price factors? We'll see. Right? One is we can talk about like a cost of production. The cost of production, because right, we are talking about the producer's point of view, no, or the supplier's point of view. No, you know that supply represent the supplier or a producer. So cost of production is one of the most important factor which affect to the quantity supply. And also technology, it might be, right, it can be technology, and that means the changes in the technology. And also it might be another changes of the weather conditions, right? Or even sometimes the government is providing the government taxes or subsidies. We'll see one by one. Okay, what are these? Okay, taxes or subsidies. Right, now if we go with this first, cost of production, we all know now all these things are comes under what? All these things are comes under this non-price factors. Okay, right, now we'll see, right, one by one what are those and how these are affect for our supply curve. Okay, right, now the first thing is, as all these things are non-price factors, right, when these are changing, we are going to shift our supply curve to the left or right. Okay, now if it is a cost of production, we know that, right, when the cost of production is high, okay, like that's actually discourage the producer, and the producer is only like supply few quantities at that time. If it's expensive for them, if the cost of production is high, when it's increasing, they only supply low quantities. Okay, that means the other way around, like that you can tell the same thing in vice versa. If the cost of production is low, like they are willing to produce more. Okay, and the next thing, technology. Now we are in a rapidly changing technological environment, no? So when the technology is changing, if there are new updates come, right, it's more like most of the time it's effectively, like positively affect to the supply. So when the latest technologies they are adopting, right, they can give more supplies with the new machineries and all, because they are highly, like the capacities are high, right, so they can produce more. So it's also positively affect when technology is updating. Right, the next thing, what is this weather condition means? Now especially some products like, you know, the agricultural products, they are highly depend on the weather. Now if there is a bad weather condition, if it's like flooding or something else like that, at that time it's most of the time it's damage their crops. So then they have to reduce their supply. Okay, recently we also had that experiences like that flooding time, right, during the flooded time, like we like have to suffer without having rice and all. That's because it's damaged their crops. At that time the supply is reducing. Okay, then the next thing, the government also influencing the supplier. Government can do that in the both ways, positively or negatively. The government positively affect karanawa by providing them subsidies. What are these subsidies? Subsidies mean like government is helping them, sometimes giving them like, you know, that interest free loans. We'll say for farmers, they are giving interest free loans, then they are very happy and they can get those loans and they can expand their businesses. So the supply is increasing. Or sometimes the government is producing some fertilizers free of charge, right? That is also like encourage them to supply more. And also sometimes the government, when they feel that they want to discourage some producers, or we'll say sometimes it can be like imports. Okay, if they feel they want to discourage, they sometimes like impose taxes. So when new taxes comes, like it's negatively affect to the supplier and they are going to reduce their supply. Right, now hope you understood about these non-price factors. Now I want to show you how these non-price factors we are going to show with the curve. Right, for that I will draw a new curve, right, in the same way, but you know that this is our price and this is our quantity supply, right. So we'll say now this is our supply curve. Right, now what happened? Due to these factor changes, right, if it's positively affect for our supply, now as an example, like because of the latest or the newly updated technology, or when the government is providing subsidies, it's motivate the producer and they supply more quantities. So now what happened? Our supply curve shift to the right like this. So now this is our new supply curve. Hope you understood, right? And the same time, we'll say due to a bad weather condition, due to flood, right? It's reduce the quantity supply to the market. So now what happened? This supply curve shift to the left. So now this is our new supply curve. It shifts to the left. Right. So what is the summary of this? Right. Now there are two categories of factors which affect the supply, same as demand, price factor and the non-price factors. If it is a price factor, we are showing it with a movement along the curve. But if it is one of these non-price factors, we show it by a shift in the supply curve to the left hand or the right hand side. Okay, thank you.